Hello everyone, welcome back to MediaTek Tips. Hope you guys are doing great in this pandemic situation. Let's always stay positive and stay happy. In this video, we are going to talk about the Micromax IN Note 1 in depth, and we are going to see what Micromax is bringing after this long gap. So without wasting time, let's dive into the video. Before that, if you guys are new to MediaTek Tips, please support us by subscribing to MediaTek Tips. We post similar tech videos like this regularly. When we talk about the pricing of the Micromax IN Note 1, it comes in two variants. The first variant is 4GB RAM with 64GB of storage, and the second one is 4GB and 128GB of storage. The 64GB storage version comes at around 11,000 rupees and 128GB storage comes around 12,500 rupees INR. The Mediatek G85 processor has 8 cores, where it has a maximum boost of 2 GHz for 2 cores and 1.8 GHz for remaining 6 cores. So the major boosting performance you can get in only 2 cores. It has 1800 MHz of RAM frequency, and that too even LPDDR4X. So LPDDR4X is not the latest technology of RAM. When it comes to GPU, it has 1000 MHz frequency GPU, which is G52MC2, which is helping the MediaTek processor to achieve hyper engine technology for gaming. It's been around 1.5 years this processor is in the market, and there are other mobiles which is launched with this processor. Those are Redmi 9 and Realme Nano 20. This processor comes up with an storage type of eMMC 5.1. Again, it's one of the storage type which is mostly used for the budget processors. We already have an advanced version of eMMC 5.1, which is UFS 2.1. UFS 2.1 have much more single channel bandwidth when compared to eMMC 5.1. And this processor comes up with MediaTek Hyper Engine technologies, which is none other than using some AI technologies to optimize the Wi-Fi and other components of the phone while playing games. One major part of the processor which could have been better for this pricing, that is the RAM frequency. The RAM what we have in this particular processor is DDR4X RAM, which is the advanced version of DDR4, but currently in the market LPDDR5 is the latest mobile RAM which is being used. The major reason for implementing the LPDDR5 is for having real-time predictions of machine learning models in the phone itself. If we compare the MediaTek G85 processor along with the predecessor and successor processor, which is G80 and G90, the major plus point is this processor has a higher GPU frequency, whereas the same amount of RAM what we have in the G80 and lesser number of RAM frequency what we have in the G90. For your reference, the lower instant processor G80 is used in Poco M2, which has 6GB of RAM. Back in days, Micromax mobile was really popular because of its canvas display. Now let's see what this new Micromax mobile bring in terms of display quality. It has a 6.67 LCD display with an aspect ratio of 21:9. When it comes to the nits, for an HDR videos to be played, we need a 450 nits of minimum brightness, so which is standard in the market. When it comes to the camera, we all know that camera megapixel is not the big deal in the performance. Actually, the software which is being used and the processor which is being used is the major driving factor of the camera performance. This mobile has a 60MP selfie camera, 5MP wide angle camera, 2MP depth sensor, 48MP AI quad camera and 2MP macro lens. Most of the time we are going to use that 48MP camera. Whenever you need the depth or wide angle, this 5MP and 2MP camera will be used. When it comes to the hardware, this mobile can handle up to 2K 30fps and 180p 60fps of video, which shows that this is not a processor which is capable of handling 4K, and we can't even expect 4K in this budget range. But since it supports 2K, it should also able to handle some good image performance. Since it's a stock Android experience we're going to get in this Micromax mobile, they are not going to do any additional camera performance improvement via software. So we should be expecting some decent out-of-the-box performance with this camera lenses. When it comes to the connectivity, it has 2G, 3G and 4G or dual SIM. The major important point to note about this mobile is Wi-Fi version it can connect to. It can connect to 2.4 as well as 5 GHz Wi-Fi version, which means in 5 GHz mode you can actually get more speed, which will be really helpful in terms of Netflix. So now we have seen the three components of this mobile. One is processor, display and connectivity. When it comes to processor, it's decent, and when it on the display side it's above average, and when it comes to connectivity it's good. It has all the basic features in terms of Wi-Fi, and 4G, 3G and 2G, and only missing part is 5G, but don't worry, in India we are not going to get 5G until 2023. So if you are buying this mobile for next 3 years, you should be good. So now let's see what are the other features this mobile has, and we will also talk about the battery in that part. When it comes to other features, it has a 5000 mAh battery. Since this processor used in this mobile is Mediatek G85, which is not a beast kind of processor, so 5000 mAh battery should last 1 day without any additional charge. This mobile comes up with 18-watt charge in the box, which means it supports fast charging, and a Google Assistant hardware button. With the dedicated Google Assistant button, now it will be easy for us to use Google Assistant. The one major point is it has a pure Android experience, so there is no Oxygen OS or Color OS on top of the Android, so which is a great feature. So Micromax promised that there won't be any ads, which is really good. I appreciate Micromax for that. This mobile comes up with two color options, one is green and white. We have covered all the important factors you need to know before buying this mobile. If you have any question on this mobile, please leave a comment in the comment section below. We will try to answer as soon as possible. And when it comes to the people who can buy this mobile, we can split them into three categories. Category 1, the person who just want a normal phone without any extraordinary features like 4K recording, superb gameplay. This mobile can easily last for 2 years if you are just using for the day-to-day activities. The second category is the person who missed the Micromax mobile. If you are someone like who have used Micromax mobile previously and looking forward for a Micromax mobile again, then this mobile is going to be a better option. And the third category is a major category of people who gonna come in and buy Micromax mobile. If you are someone who is really annoyed of the ads you get in Redmi or Realme phones and looking for an escape, and then this mobile is a perfect option for you. I hope this video is really useful for you guys. If yes, please like and subscribe to my MediaTek tips for more such videos. See you guys in another video. Until then, bye bye.